Hey, this is Dash, and I've seen a lot of EDC, what's in my pockets or pocket dumps, but today I'm asking the question or answering the question that nobody asks me, what's in my range bag? So if you see this, tell me some things that I'm missing, some things that I need to, some extra things that I need, or some things I need to get rid of out of this bag, or some extra things that you carry that you're, suggesting not carrying. So basically, I think I said the same thing 3 times. Anyway, in case you guys do not know, I work part-time at an indoor firearms range not too far away from my house in Glen Burnie, Maryland. If you are in the Baltimore area and want to come hang out with me, shoot the shit literally, I work at Cindy's Hot Shots in Glen Burnie. There are 2 Cindy's locations, one in Severn and one in Glen Burnie. I work at the Glen Burnie location on Sundays. Come see me, come say hey. I'm there almost every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. All right, with that being said, here we go. Do we want to start? Let's see. Let's just open up the big pocket. Now, mind you, what's in my range bag is going to be different than what's in other people's range bags because I take this bag with me to work when I am going to work. So I have some things in here that most people probably wouldn't. All right, so let's see. This on top, and the everyone gives me grief about keeping things in Crown Royal bags, but I know from just looking at it, if it's in a green bag, there's a gun in it. All right, so in this bag, we have the stainless steel rifle. And the whole reason behind the pistols being in the Crown bags is I don't want them scratching each other or just being bumped in here. So this is a set of ears. This is from Savior Equipment. We got these ears recently and they worked really well until they didn't. I've had these ears for less than like a month and they quit working, died. So I don't know if it's a one-off thing for me, but they died. They stopped working. I thought I had a second set of ears in here. I may have taken them out. All right, so let's see, what else is this? Behind bag number 2, this is my Mete MC9. So this is my, this is my current summer carry. So it is in the holster because I just switched and put on, this morning actually, I put on the TTI Combat. So I'm wearing the TTI Combat. I will put that back. And like I said, I took off the MC9. So this is, I refer to this as my Gucci Canic. This is the one that if I feel so inclined, I wear outside the waistband. This is a Safariland holster with a QLS or GLS quick detach system where I can outside the waistband. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably do some sort of drop leg with this, but this holster, level 2 retention. So that's the only way I would wear outside the waistband is with at least level 2 retention. So this holster, I have to physically press a button so I can remove the pistol, and I'll open it up, show you that it's clear and empty. But this is my conversation piece Canic. A lot of these accessories, actually all of these accessories, are from an online retailer called Taylor Freelance. And then the holster, hopefully you can see, I had it hydro dipped, a gold and black carbon fiber to just bring the whole gold and black theme all together. So that's 3 pistols in there. I also normally would have the TTI Combat, or as of late, as of probably the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've had the TCI Combat in this bag with me, and I would be actively carrying either the MC9 or my Mete SFT. Also in the bag, so these are some stickers. Just when people come and use the targets that are like the ones that stick to the backers, if they have some stickers left over, I kind of snag them up. And this is a 1-inch dot, and what I will do is I'll send that 1-inch dot or put 2 or 3 of them on a backer, send it out to 20 or 21 feet, and I'm trying to punch holes in those targets specifically, or in those dots, to kind of, you know, get my target stuff right on. All right, so these peach bags, or you know, these are rounds that I've picked up off of the floor. So this bag is full of AR rounds. This bag is, I won't say some, but this bag is full of shotgun shells. This is my 9mm range bag. So what I do every now and again is I'll empty the bag and I'll shoot it. These are rifle rounds aside from AR rounds. So 30-06, 308, AK rounds, and then other odd rounds. This bag is full of other pistol rounds. So 45, 380. I have a couple 25 ACP, some 22 ammo in there, but the majority of this is 45, 40 cal, and 380. Here's a 22 Magnum. Here's 357. I mean, just here's a 5.7 round. So this bag is full of miscellaneous. It's one of those things where, you know, one of those what is it? I don't want to say the actual word, but SHTF. All right, one of those situations. I have a lot of different ammo for a lot of different pistols, even though I don't own things that will actively shoot those. This container here is 22 ammo. I have a box full of 22 ammo. I had a good friend send me some 22 ammo aside from the ammo that I have. I keep a lot of 22 ammo on me with me because when I go with my kids to the range, typically what I'm shooting with them is I have it's an M&P 1522 rifle. I also have an M&P 1522 pistol, as well as my daughter. I have a few juvenile rifles for her, and she will sit and one at a time load up as many rounds as I'll let her stay on the range for, and she's like my little sniper. I have this is a loaded 40 round AR mag, kind of ready to go. All right, so let's get into some of the side pockets. So there's this side pocket has a place to hold magazines. These are Canic, they are 18 round base mags, and then this is an adapter from, again, Taylor Freelance. These base plates were on sale. I bought them. They were $20 on sale, and they're like scratch and dent. So the finish on them isn't perfect, which is fine for me. I mean, they're just going to get scratched up and dropped on the ground if I do any competitions or anything like that. So this is an older, same Taylor Freelance one with that is like a regular black. And this is another gold one that I use for this is the Elite Combat Executive that came with the gold. And some of these are loaded, some of these are not. I do have a Maryland wear and carry, as well as some other states, so I'm able to keep these loaded. If you definitely check with your state's rules and regulations about having loaded magazines. I know for sure in the state of Maryland, if you do not have a active recurrent wear and carry and you have a loaded magazine, that is technically thought to be like you have a loaded weapon, even if the weapon isn't near it, and you can get in some serious trouble. All right, so in the bottom of this pouch, I got them all. These are all hollow points. So I've gotten, if I picked up a round off of the floor and I check it out and it looks fine, I might put it into the mix here. This is just where I kept them, aside from where I keep the other rounds, the hollow, excuse me, the full metal jackets versus the hollow points, because I will pull rounds from here. When I have had boxes of hollow points, I'll just dump them in here, and I know that, hey, I can pull from here to load my mags if necessary. When I'm on the range, when I'm out and about and I'm carrying for my own self-protection, I have specific new rounds and or plus P rounds that I use in my pistols that I'm carrying. So, but if I find something on the floor in the range, I might, like I said, I'll chuck it in here and I'll save it for later. All right, I'm not gonna put this back away because that'll just eat up time. All right, so then there's a zippered pouch here. In the pouch, I have a couple gloves. This is a cheap, like $10 tool from Walmart, which has come in handy a couple times when trying to pull things out of things, and you know, a multi-tool, so there's a knife on there and other things like that, you know, screwdriver and pliers. But this has definitely come in handy a time or two while on the range. I have, I won't say an assortment, but I have some batteries. These are 1632s for your optics. There's a couple of those. These are CR 2032s, again, for your optics. I have a small pair of scissors, plenty of batteries, some rechargeable batteries. I use almost exclusively electronic ears, so I always try to have enough batteries that I can switch out the batteries in case I leave my ears on, which has happened. Mind you, I go to the range a lot more often than most folks do because I go to the range once a week because I work there. And these are all of the batteries. There's a mix of rechargeable ones and non-rechargeable batteries. Again, I have more than enough to cover replacing the batteries in the set of ears that I was wearing. There's a wet nap. This is like an Emerald something. Every now and again, if I find something on the floor, or if I, you know, somebody says, hey, I don't really need that, I'll chuck it into my bag. Here's some lens wipes. I can use those for the optics. I have a single Band-Aid. I know I probably should put a med kit or something in my bag. Then I have some tools in here, a couple Allens, another bag with some Allens, and these are all Allens, just different sizes. This is a Canic thread protector tool. A small screwdriver, a miniature screwdriver, another miniature screwdriver. I also have the Holosun, the rifle Holosun tool, and the rifle pistol, the small tool. I just have them sitting on my desk. I was using them earlier. All right, so that's that side. Now the other side, there's just one kind of big pouch here. I am a notary in the state of Maryland, so I have my notary stamp. There is a specific form called the Maryland State Collector's Form that has to be notarized in the state in order for you to become a collector. And what that will do is, in the state of Maryland, and again, these things I'm talking about are specific to the state of Maryland, which has some stupid rules, let me just tell you. But in the state of Maryland, when you go to purchase a pistol, concealed weapon, you can only purchase one pistol every 30 days. Or if you make a single purchase of 2 pistols, you can buy 2 at one time, at a singular time, and then you'll have to wait 60 days before you can make your next purchase, unless you are a designated collector. In order to become a designated collector, you fill out the specific form from the state of Maryland. It has to be notarized. Guess who's a notary? It'll cost you $5 to get the form notarized from me. I notarize it, tell you where to send it. You send it in. Bob's your uncle. In 2.5 to 3 weeks, you'll get a letter back from Maryland State Police that says you are a designated collector. Then and only then you can purchase as many firearms as you can afford. All right. So where was I? The notary stamp. I have a bore snake. This is a 9mm bore snake because this is the one that I use most often. So typically, if there's something in the pistol or if the pistol is dirty, I keep this with me at all times, so I always have it. This is a, actually, I was gonna say this is a basic Canik. Nope, this is actually a Glock speed loader, just a real basic one. Then I have a nicer, this is a Upula, I don't, UPULA. I thought it was something else. Oh yeah, Maglula. I don't know why it says, I don't know. Magula, I don't know. Magila, I have no idea how to say this. The squeezy speed loader. So a speed loader, in case I actually usually load everything by hand faster. This is, this is paperwork for a can. This is a sticker for the shop, Cindy's Hot Shots. And there are some random casings and a couple of random rounds of 22 ammo down in here. So that is the entirety of my bag. Now, when I go to the range, there are some other things that I take with me sometimes. I have a case from Harbor Freight that I keep. It can hold up to 7 pistols. So if I have someone who is coming to the range and say, hey, you know, I've never been, and I would like to shoot a lot of different things. This is kind of like my Canik showcase, where I have almost every single size pistol that Canik offers, and I will let whomever shoot whatever size pistol, and they can find something that's comfortable for them. But I only really take that when I know that I might be helping someone, or a friend of mine has asked me, hey, can you let me shoot, you know, something, or you know, lots of different things, and then I'll take that with me. One of the other things too that I take with me when I go to the range, because of the fact that I'm trying to film videos and do other things, I will take some of my camera equipment with me, mounts, different mounts for my cell phone, different mounts for my camera that I'm using. If you haven't heard or seen, I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 currently, and obviously the DJI microphones and things like that. But I will take them and set them up on the range when I am actively shooting. I'm trying to think, aside from that, I don't really take much else with me. You know, a knife that I carry, my EDC pocket knife, is this is a Albatross knife that I got off of Amazon for 10 bucks. Reason being is, if I lose this knife or something happens to this knife, I'm not upset. I know there are plenty of people who work at the range with me that carry $100 or more knives, and if they break the tip or if they lose it, they are, you know, in a tizzy. This $10 knife, I won't say I could care less, but it doesn't hurt me if I go somewhere and I lose this knife. So that is what is in my range bag. Yes, it is heavy as hell, but that's what I'm used to carrying. This bag I actually got from through RSR, and I don't know what the I can't remember what the acronym stands for, but it's a Drago, D-R-A-G-O. It says D-R-A-G-O gear. And if I can find a link for this bag or something similar on Amazon, I will link it below. When I say this thing has stood up to the test of time, I've been carrying the same bag for over a year, and none of the zippers have failed. None of the latches have failed. Everything has been tip top. And I, as you see, load this thing down. Typically, I have no less than all of the same amount of ammo with me. And actually, I usually have more. This past weekend, I shot the box or two of 9mm that I had in the bag that I would, you know, take from my stash with me to work. But whew, I say all of that to say, this is what's in my range bag. Like I said, if you have any other questions about anything that you saw here, or any questions about or any suggestions on things I need to add to my bag, please make sure you leave them down below. Thanks again in advance for watching, and I'll see you next time. Now I gotta pull all this stuff back in here.